In the book Shattered by Eric Walters, Ian Blackburn plays the role of the protagonist. He is a very curious and honest person. This helps him learn more about what had happened in Rwanda and helps him tell his true feelings. Ian is also very helpful and worried. This is partially caused by the fact that his parents are never around. He is always looking out for himself and is always helping out Berta. Berta is Ian's housekeeper. She used to be his nanny when he was younger and is from Guatemala. This novel takes place in Toronto at a soup kitchen called The Club. In the novel, Ian needs to complete community hours to pass his social studies class. Choosing to work at the club sounds fun until he arrives to find out it's a soup kitchen for the homeless. I guess it did have a class, the lowest class possible. This brings out the main symbol of the novel. The club represents a place where people can get together and feel equal. Mac is the owner of the club. He is very nice, caring, helpful, and optimistic. It is also at the club where he gets to know Sarge, a homeless man that had saved him from a near mugging in the park. His real name is Jacques and was a soldier in the Canadian Armed Forces. His last mission was to be a peacekeeper in Rwanda. Ian knows little of what had happened there, and when he starts to find out, it changes his view on the world. Sarge is also the antagonist of the novel. Sarge gives Ian such a difficult time when all he wants to do is help him get sober, as well as trying to help him overcome his past. In the novel, there are two main conflicts that come up: person versus person and person versus himself. Ian is trying to get Jacques to stop drinking throughout the novel. You can put it all behind you. You can put your life back together again. Jacques ended up pushing Ian away and then threw a bottle of wine at him. This shows the conflict of person versus person. There's a similar conflict in the novel To Kill a Mockingbird at Tom Robinson's trial. Tom Robinson, an African-American male, is accused for raping Mayella Ewell, the daughter of Bob Ewell. This brings out the person versus person conflict between Tom and Bob. In the novel Shattered, Jacques is fighting his memories of what had happened in Rwanda. Do you know what I think of every time I cross over this bridge? I think of bodies, a river full of bloated human bodies. This symbolizes that he has PTSD from seeing the genocide in Rwanda. It also brings out the person versus himself conflict. There is one main theme in the novel: social inequality. All of the kids at Ian's school believe that all homeless people are worthless and mentally ill just because they are living on the streets. They believe that because they don't have a real job or money, it makes them less valued. The same theme is shown in the novel To Kill a Mockingbird. When Walter Cunningham doesn't have anything to eat, the teacher offers to give him some lunch money, but he doesn't take it. The teacher asks the class why he won't take the lone quarter, and Scout explains. The Cunninghams have a financial situation. They never took anything. They can't pay it back. The whole class believes the Cunninghams are trash. Because he is trash. That's why you can't play with him. Later in the novel, Shattered, Berta shares her story of what happened to her in Guatemala. After telling Ian about her story, she takes him to her church that Sunday. It is here that he meets Eduardo, the man who had saved Berta's life not that long ago. He tells Ian a story about a man walking along a beach who comes across a boy throwing a starfish back into the sea. You know what you're doing here is very nice, but look around. There are millions and millions of these starfish. What you're doing, it doesn't make a difference. At the end of the story, the boy continues to throw starfish in the sea. It made a difference for that one, and that one, and that one. This gives him the idea to tell Sarge the story and try one last time to get him to stop drinking. This time it worked. Ian convinced him to stop drinking and go to a treatment center to get help. On Ian's birthday, Jacques gave him his 2-week chip from the center to show how grateful he was. This final symbol shows that Jacques is moving forward in his life and has reached the beginning of something new.